to be about personalization. We are seeing growing consumer control. They choose what to consume, when to consume, and how to consume. We have to start personalizing, and not just in the message, but also in how the message is delivered. It is just one thing to be present, but to cut through, we also have to be contextual and engaging.
I imagine a marketing organization which is world-class but always thinks of the Filipino first. And while it is okay to be worldly, I do think the bigger challenge and the bigger pledge for us is to make sure that we always think of the Filipinos first, because as a culture, we are very rich and we are very unique.
The marketing landscape in the Philippines is evidently going highly towards digitalization. Well, as marketers, this is an advantage to us, and this information can influence not just the market that we're trying to reach, but also our sons and daughters in the future, and eventually the next generation.
My vision for the marketing landscape in the Philippines is for it to move away from the more traditional kind of marketing that's only concerned with shares and sales, and really go towards the kind of meaningful marketing that serves a higher purpose, and really show that the strength of a brand building initiative, including the sales that it can generate, is positively correlated to the impact that it's able to make to the lives of consumers and society.
Given the highly competitive nature of the traditional in-clinic communication, the opportunity to increase our share of voice lies outside of the doctor's clinic. It is by utilizing multiple touch points of communication, and one of which is digital. And my role is to inspire young marketeers to be bold, be daring, and to be brave in exploring other channels outside of their comfort zones in order to magnify their share of voice.
Being young Filipino marketers, it's very important for us to usher in the age of community. You know, right now it's the age of information, and in order to usher in that age of community, marketers need to focus on access, convenience, innovation, and at the same time building a culture for the brand.
So I think in this landscape, marketers have two big goals and responsibilities. I think the first one is to constantly seek and champion the truth in whatever we do and say. The second one, I think, is we have to constantly champion change and innovation that seeks to genuinely improve the lives of people in society and not just create change for the sake of change.
Marketing in the Philippines will be more personal in nature. Everyone is in the internet. In fact, you rarely see people watching TV anymore. Most people would rather just watch it online. So I think in that sense, marketing would be more personal in nature, wherein we would actually be reaching the people who we want to target, who we want to reach.
I can only see the Philippine landscape to be growing more dynamic, more agile, and really just more exciting. So it's a very great time to be in this industry. And as a young marketer, I really want to fuel that flame and really leverage on the technology and the innovation in order to reach more consumers.
With the rise of digital marketing and social media, there's also a whole slew of data that needs to be processed. Data is only valuable if the people who use it are able to derive value out of it. This is where we come in. We have tools that can help companies make sense of these data to help them understand why people behave in certain ways, to help them predict future actions.
It's very personal. It's reshaping based on progressing lifestyle. It travels geographies, influencing beyond boundaries, operating in a highly or increasingly connected world. Yet, needs to be grounded on local laws and regulations.
The challenge, I think, would be for Filipino brands to think of how they can be, number one, very strong, very relevant. My contribution, of course, where I am right now, I'm still in that journey. I'm still trying to make a brand out of Bizu in an international level, and also bringing it also to a technological innovation perspective. But I hope to be an inspiration one day when I reach my goals.
I think marketing should go beyond than just being able to sell products or achieving sales profits for the companies. Filipino marketing should actually be catalyst for change to promote the right values we will do our very best to actually highlight these brands so that they can compete in the global stage.
Crucial to Happy Skin's success in achieving its brand equity was its ability to play into the strength of social media right from the brand's beginning. We hope to inspire other startups like us that we too can have an equal voice and remain competitive versus the global brands of this world.